Most men are controlled because they don't think for themselves. They scroll, they react, they repeat opinions they didn't earn, and then they wonder why their lives feel weak. Here's the truth history already proved. The most dangerous men were not just warriors, they were thinkers. If you don't feed your mind, someone else will program it. Books are not entertainment. Books are weapons. They are compressed decades of hard-earned wisdom. Most men spend their lives learning through pain, failure, and repetition, making mistakes that could have been avoided in a single weekend with the right book. And here's the uncomfortable reality of this generation. If your mind is trained on 15-second clips, your attention span becomes a liability. A man who does not read has no advantage over a man who cannot read. In a world flooded with noise, deep knowledge is dominance. Today, we are not talking about entertainment. We are talking about 12 books that forge mindset, discipline, financial intelligence, masculinity, and purpose. These books sharpen you. They harden you. They give you an edge most men will never develop. Let's begin. Book 1. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. This is not a self-help book. This is the private journal of the most powerful man on earth, reminding himself not to become weak. Meditations trains emotional control. It teaches calm under pressure, detachment from ego, command over impulse. Weak men react. Strong men respond. A man who absorbs this book becomes unshakable, steady when others panic, disciplined when others collapse. This is mastery over the inner battlefield. Book 2. The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Power exists whether you acknowledge it or not. This book exposes how power actually moves, not how people pretend it does. It sharpens awareness. It teaches strategy, timing, and human nature. Men who don't understand power are always shocked when they lose it. Men who do understand it move carefully and rarely lose. This book is armor for competitive environments, business, leadership, politics, and life. You should read this book in your 20s before you enter competitive environments unprepared. Knowledge is protection. Book 3. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. This book was written in hell. Frankl discovered one unbreakable truth. A man can endure almost anything if his life has meaning. Comfort won't save you when life collapses. Money won't save you. Motivation won't save you. Meaning will. This book reveals why purpose is not a luxury, it's psychological survival. A man with meaning stands tall in suffering. A man without it breaks even in comfort. Book 4. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Your life is not shaped by motivation, it is shaped by systems. This book rewires how discipline is built. It shows how small, repeatable actions compound into dominance, quietly, relentlessly, without hype. Strong men are not built in dramatic moments, they are built in boring routines done daily. This book teaches how to engineer progress instead of hoping for it. Small habits, massive results. Book 5. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. This book does not comfort you, it confronts you. It exposes how often your mind quits before your body ever needs to. Excuses dissolve under this book. Self-pity doesn't survive it. It builds grit, accountability, and extreme ownership. Men who internalize this book stop negotiating with weakness. This is not motivation. This is war. Book 6. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book dismantles the employee mindset. It separates income from intelligence, paychecks from freedom, working hard from working smart. It introduces financial literacy, the difference between dependence and control. A man who understands money is harder to trap, harder to control, harder to break. This book changes how you see work forever. If freedom is your goal, then this book is definitely for you. Book 7. The Way of the Superior Man by David Data. This book clarifies masculinity in a confused world. It teaches that a man's power comes from direction, not pleasure, mission before distraction, purpose before indulgence. It explains masculine and feminine polarity without weakness or apology. A man who lives by this book leads his life instead of reacting to it. A grounded man is magnetic. Book 8, Deep Work by Cal Newport. Focus is the modern superpower. This book turns concentration into a weapon. While weak men scatter their attention across endless noise, strong men build depth, and depth creates mastery. This book trains you to produce real value in a distracted world, because the ability to focus will determine your future income, mastery, and relevance. Strong men build. Weak men scroll. Book 9, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Every man has a calling. Most abandon it out of fear. This book restores belief in the journey, not as fantasy, but as responsibility. It reminds you that life is not random and destiny favors courage. Men who lose faith in their path lose momentum. This book reignites vision. Book 10, Discipline Equals Freedom by Jocko Willink. This book destroys the lie that discipline is punishment. Discipline is control. Control is freedom. Structure gives you power over your time, body, and emotions. Men without discipline live reactive lives. Men with discipline command their days. This book teaches self-command without compromise. Book 11, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley. Real wealth is quiet. This book exposes the illusion of flashy success and consumer identity. It shows that wealth is built through restraint, consistency, and patience, not image. Men who absorb this book stop trying to look rich and start becoming powerful. Book 12, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Life is strategy. Conflict is unavoidable in business, competition, and personal growth. This book trains strategic thinking, winning before fighting, seeing 3 steps ahead, and using intelligence instead of brute force. Men who understand strategy waste less energy and win more often. Strong men don't complain, they prepare. If you read what weak men ignore, you will live a life weak men can't access. Pick one book. Start today. 10 pages is enough. Knowledge compounds quietly, just like power. The world is moving fast. You can stay distracted by noise, or you can sit with the greatest minds in history and learn how to win. The information is available. The only question left is discipline. Buy the book, kill the excuses, build the man. Comment the book you're starting. Subscribe if you're committed to becoming a disciplined man. I'll see you at the top.